It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
This fielded right at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Holding, receiving team.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second and 4. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to have to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put into defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Throw out wide is incomplete. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there was a 40. Some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
Totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Purdy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll will wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yard, and his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nifty move. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for...
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A give up the middle to Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this... hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that, a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on.
Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt from 17 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. And they can't bring him down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them carry the bottom line, though. They've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game, see if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Purdy on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 14-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up
second and 5. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. One quarter remains until the NFC. Back now here in Santa Clara. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Try! Touchdown! Giants! Darius Slayton, 50 yards! And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. On first down, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. 2nd and a couple. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Purdy from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. Purdy now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Now 1st and goal. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw again. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught. They'll take this to the the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So Purdy and the Niners down 27-20, a little over 80 ticks to go. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing, Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Giants, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Let's take it at around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Achane. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gunn, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point try good by Godot. And it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. 2nd and 5. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big 3rd down play coming up for this defense. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon Achane. This offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. The slot man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Giants will be set up with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
On play action, here's Tua. For the left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Tua. Short throw to Smith. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight one-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants now down by 8. A minute 46 to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Locke, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.